Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Todd, I guess we've seen kind of both sides of the Fife Flyers this weekend. Just give us your take on that game against Belfast.
Well, that's certainly not going to be a side that's acceptable in anybody's books, and it was certainly conveyed to the players that that's not who we are, that's not the team that we built, and this league is far too good for performances like that. I think I have to give Belfast credit. I mean, that's the best side that we've seen this season. They worked incredibly hard, and they got a lot of very good hockey players there. But I think the important thing is we focus on us, and you could tell maybe even before the first puck drop that they just didn't have that spark tonight. And once you start out flat like that against a team like Belfast, it's hard to turn back on. Miraculously, even though it was a very one-sided game, we still found ourselves within touching distance until we give up a shorthanded goal, which should have never happened, which effectively killed the game off. I think that, and everything I'm telling you is certainly conveyed to the guys tonight. In the third period, we identified a couple little things that we had to make sure that they were doing them, and they came out and they started doing a few things right, and we put them under a little bit of pressure. I think we finally outshot them in a period, but as I said, the game was already over by that point. It was pretty disappointing, really.
It was really the sort of last 10 minutes where the team seemed to kind of sort of come alive and get a little bit of a heartbeat.
Yeah, you're right. And heartbeat's a great word, because it's something that was really lacking, and you could tell something that I've taken tremendous pride on, and certainly the last little while is saying building a team that this town can get behind and really support. We didn't show those attributes tonight. And I think you see the contrast between last night and tonight. It's two different hockey clubs. We have a lot of things we got to work on as a group, and I think conditioning is one issue. I think it's that was apparent tonight, and that's something that we're going to have to work really hard on.
It's an interesting situation this season, because whereas last season you see the Bray Heads and the Edinburghs and the Dundees a lot more, and very little of the Belfast and Nottinghams. This season it's all changed around, so you're going to see a lot more of these strong teams that are going to come in and try and take the game to the Flyers.
Yeah, but even so, I mean, last season we played quite a number of games against all teams in the league and did very well. But a hallmark of something that I've really sold to my bosses and to guys when we're recruiting them is that we're not going to be outworked. It's only the second game into the season, and we're outworked by a country mile tonight. That's something that we certainly address tonight. That's something that we're going to demand out of them. And is that an expensive wake-up call in the Challenge Cup? Hopefully it's a wake-up call. But there is going to be a lot of nights like that this year, where teams are coming into this building, and we need to be ready for it.
The one goal tonight, scored by Scott Arson, must be a relief to finally have him in the building.
Yeah, I mean, Scott has been a player that we've had our eye on for a number of years. I love his game. I mean, it's apparent that when he was inserted into our lineup, he gives us that extra element, and he has an offensive eye as well. Scott's going to be an excellent player for us. He had a pretty successful season in Sheffield last season, and then the years in Bray Head, he enjoyed a lot of success there as well. So we're going to be looking to tap into that as well.
And missing Basaraba this weekend?
Yeah, we didn't discuss it yesterday. We were under the assumption he was going to be playing. He trained up till about midweek and just picked up a wee niggle that we thought a couple days rest, certainly from the advice of our medical staff, was it was just going to take a day or two to clear up, and that didn't happen. He tried and warm up, and it was a no-go. And our physio, we had an extensive discussion, and we trust Fiona opinion greatly. She's an excellent physio. We've worked with her for a number of years, and it's important that we don't lose him for long term. So unfortunately, he needed to take the rest. Did it hurt us this weekend? We could probably used another body over the course of the weekend, but you know what? We'll get him healthy and get him back into the lineup.
You've got a week before you're back in. You're back in action midweek with the first of the away games. Enough time just to kind of sort of refocus and get the guys back on track.
Well, I think it's important that these guys certainly reflect on their individual performance and us as a group. We'll give them some time to relax tomorrow, but we have to come back Tuesday. We'll address a number of things. It's our first league game on Wednesday in a very tough building, and a team that I believe split their games this weekend. So they're going to be coming out with a point to prove as well. So we need to go down south with a positive attitude and certainly get our work boots on and prepared to win a tough hockey game.
Todd, is that right? Thanks very much.
Thank you.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.